Okay, I've just came here to do some filming at Birmingham Airport, but unfortunately the weather has been very poor so far. That's why I've got a brolly with me, and hopefully it should be clearing away. We've got a TUI Boeing 737 that's about to take off. Yeah, unfortunately the weather has been very vile, but there are some good news along the way here. Yep, along the way here it should be somehow fantastic as I'm walking around through the gravel pits. I've got an umbrella with me because it's already very wet and it's not looking very nice outside. I mean, the weather is absolutely vile. Just seeing that with all that wet weather and stuff. It's just way beyond too wet. There's just so much rain. It's all showery rain, and that's why I've got a brolly with me. Yeah, I've got my umbrella with me because it's absolutely wet. So ridiculous. I can't really film that well, but these things happen. But the nicest part about it is that when it's raining, the runway lights are on, and they're usually on during night time, which is nice to know. I thought it was basically the sound of thunder, but it goes. The plane is taking off. Strangely enough, I can't handle more than one item. It's straightforward, very difficult within this very persistent piece of weather. It's just very difficult to handle. Yeah, I just couldn't. Yeah, I've got my brolly with me though, just as a bit of proof. Straightforward, very wet. Yeah, plane's taking off. And actually, I think the rain is straightforward thinning down. Well, don't know how much I'm going to contend filming planes and stuff, but this weather is absolutely vile. I might as well just stop recording. Okay, got a 737 landing here. And an A380 from Emirates, from Airbus, taxiing. And as funny as it sounds, the rain has totally came down to a minimum. Thank goodness that was very temporary for such a nasty weather disruption like that for video making and stuff. And thank God the best thing I did was to clear off my memory of my other plane spotting videos I've done, but they're still there on YouTube, the final products. Yes, because of the wet weather and stuff, it's just created those very thick trenches of mud and pollution. It's just nasty seeing rubbish over in the side of the gravel pits. Who knows, I might have to bring in a pet swine, a pet pig, right over in this park right here, because obviously there's lots of mud, there's lots of dirt and stuff too. It's quite bad somehow seeing a lot of rain, but it also brings a lot of good news. Okay, climbing uphill to see the Airbus A380. I can't do that. Maybe I have to go to the other side where it's not that dangerous. And we've actually got a plane landing. This one here, Aer Lingus ATR 72. Got a straightforward climb up here just to see what's there for grabs. And amazingly, the runway has got those lights just in case of very bad weather, and just in case it's as if it was nighttime, so that the pilots can see whatever the heck they're landing at, and whatever airport it was. And we've got a nice bird. It's a kestrel. That's just hunting. I just saw it hunting prey, hovering and stuff, and it's now flying away. Beautiful bird of prey. Little tiny fine falcon, isn't it? And we've also got the Emirates A380, and I've got sliver on my tablet screen, which is not very good. I've just changed the settings, my apologies for that. Okay, here it is, the Emirates A380, right on cue with the camera. And we've got a small Jet2 Boeing 737, it's just blank with white. It's the same colorization as that TUI, of course. Strange enough, the rain is still moving, but hopefully it should straightforward be gone into an absolute minimum, because all of that rain that we just saw was all done by showers. A lot of showery rainfall. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad as the day persists and such. And with that A3 actually halting, have we got another plane landing? No, I don't think there's a plane about to land. Well, I can't stress too much about it, but August so far has been one of the worst months so far on my YouTube channel, and it's not because of mental health issues midweek, but of course, yes, it has to be, like, you know, in the way of videos, plane spotting videos, that kind of new thing. So yes, making these kinds of videos of YouTube have been straightforward being the most utmost part of my YouTube channel. And why is that as such? Well, I haven't really been making any other video content aside from plane spotting videos on YouTube. And that for me has straightforward made this channel a little bit different in terms of the dynamic force that my YouTube channel has been going for. So yes, my YouTube channel, as you can definitely tell, has gained lots of new subscribers. And yes, that's a bit of a metaphor. Since I stopped producing, my subscriber numbers have gone up. Same here with views. That's probably a bit of a very interesting thing to straightforward here. Straightforward perplexing if you think about it, of course. And yes, let me just move on to the plans for September of 2024, because I can literally see that September on the cards will be, fulfillingly, a much better month. But hey, you know, as I can really say about it, yeah, you know, we can't always be happy all 365 days a year, but we all try and do our best to do such. And I mean, that's just straightforward a bit of a challenge, because as I'm voicing over, with traffic on the background, of course, yes, I can't really stress far beyond too much on how August has been one of the worst months so far this year. I can tie it in between February and let's just say March or April, but not so far with May. May has been far by one of the worst months so far this year, because it was all to do with mental health and stuff. And merely, as I can really say this, I wasn't going to be making all kinds and all sorts of videos throughout May of 2024. And the part about it, straightforward for me, was that I was going to abandon my YouTube channel beyond that month. But hey, you know, thank goodness it was my own straightforward liking of just making videos day after day after day. And strangely enough, that's the sort of thing that people have been missing out so far this month. Okay, so you know, the stress I have to deal with has been very immense on that month. Same here with August, but then it wasn't that immense, because I was actually dealing with a new animation project that I'm actually going to release it sometime around August the 31st, or possibly the 30th, as long as I'm not going to stress about it far beyond too much. And yes, with this A380 taking off, it prompts us as a nice sign that I'll be making more brilliant content in the near future. And yes, I'll try and do my best to make very good content throughout the remnants of this year, and probably put up this year as being one of the best, even though I have to really struggle through various tough times. Okay, I better leave voicing over away and aside so that I can literally move on into something else. Thank you for listening, and good luck. Well, thank goodness, just after that voiceover, which was very, very long, talking about how horrible August it has been for a month, the reality-wise, we've got a 787 Dreamliner from Saudi Arabia. Saudia, that's the airliner, of course. And it's going to Jeddah, as obvious as it sounds. I believe this could be my 4th or 5th time seeing this airliner in its livery, of course. The Dreamliner, that is. And we'll just see it take off. There's also another aircraft, which I'm quite curious. I can't really tell. What's also amazing is, you can also see another aircraft. I believe that apart from the Dreamliner and the A380 that's just taken off already, I can also see a Boeing 777. I might be totally wrong, but it might be a 777 or an A330. It's very small because I'm actually pretty much far away from the main airport itself. But yet we've got the Saudi Arabian 787 Dreamliner. I'm going to go ahead and detect whatever the hell that aircraft it is with my binoculars. So, yep, we've got a Boeing 777 that's just parking right here. Quite stationary, it's not flying away somehow. The other aircraft we just saw was a 747 jumbo jet. It might have been a different plane make, of course, or a different plane company, of course. It might be a different cargo company who serves that plane and stuff. I can't really tell. But here we are. We're going to be watching the Dreamliner taking off. There it goes. A Saudi Arabian plane has just left the building. Yep, off to Jeddah. Yep, it's going to Aladdin World, obviously. I can't really tell what I'm saying here, but here it is, it's going away. I love those Rolls-Royce Trent engines that they use on the A380 and the Dreamliner. I presume the same thing goes with the A350. And it's just lifting up to the skies very nicely. And thank goodness, apart from the planes, we've also got the Kestrel Falcon bird. And off it goes. You see all the runways have got lights in it because it's been very wet and very nasty so far. It's also quite dark, the clouds and stuff. And got a nice Kestrel Falcon that's just flying away as well too. It's off on the hunt to search for another meal. Probably a mouse, a rat, or maybe some other bird. I think it's a male kestrel because I noticed there's a bit of blue, bit of greyish blue, and I just saw a buzzard. Nice filming birds right over here with a bit of reddish brown in it. And we've also got a Ryanair 737 that's taxiing. Yeah, obviously August was very horrible, but I've also chatted about what's my plans for September of 2024 and also how things are going to be affected, because I know I might be flying back to Malaysia this year, hopefully. And apart from such rotten weather that we've already felt so far from during June of this year, I think it was, amazingly, apart from the rain, we've also seen some new ponds and stuff here too. That should be a nice little thing for migratory birds such as wading birds. That will serve as a key feature for like sandpiper birds. They'll be flying on their long migration route back to like Africa. Hopefully they don't get mpox or monkeypox. That's what it's called. I just hope we don't get monkeypox all around the world outside of Africa. And without being too very anti-ethnical, if that's another word, from talking about other people's races and ethnic origins and stuff. Here it is. There's the Boeing 737 from Ryanair. I can't really tell if this is I'm pretty sure it's the old one, because I did hear about Boeing's recalls about the MAX. And then you've also got the Neos, which are actually much more successful than the MAX aircrafts. Now, I also looked at the 777. The Boeing 777 actually had some flaws. There was a new version that had to be grounded because there was a lot of major faults on the engine components and stuff. Hey, hang on a minute. Oh my god, there's about 2 Boeing 737s of the same airline. That's ridiculous. That's freaking ridiculous. 2 for the price of 1. That's weird, isn't it, seeing 2 Ryanairs? Isn't it? 2 Boeing 737s operated by Ryanair, and then they're just flying off. It's just weird, isn't it? They're just taxiing and taking off. That is a lot. That is somehow quite a lot. Oh boy. Now I wonder why I must have misled on the part in which that 737 from Ryanair, the one just after the one that took off, I can't tell. I must have got misled by the air traffic control system. How ridiculous was that? And hopefully it's not going to rain, because obviously it will somehow be the last. And apparently we've actually got a lot of bird of prey action right in the background on the left. And amazingly, what's even more rare is we've actually got a, what's that airliner? Oh, it's called Hop. So it might be Air France Hop. So it might be a French airliner. It's gonna pretty much take off. I think it's an Embraer 175, which is the shorter version, and then you've got Embraer 190, which is the longer formatted version, I think. Hopefully it's going to take off real soon. Rarely ever see that Embraer plane. And again, I'm seeing lots and lots of pigeons, and I might show a bit of footage proof later on, or maybe I can do it just now. Whoa, look at that. Just so many pigeons. It's just so crazy. I think that's probably the end of the breeding season. That's why there are so many pigeons. And there's some flying right over in the background, in which the plane is taking off. It's quite ridiculous. And there's also another Ryanair. My crikeys, it seems to have got three's a crowd. Well then, again, it's 2 for the price of 1. Maybe it's more like 3 for the price of 1. And right on the background you can see there's a bit of lightness coming from the sunshine. Obviously, hopefully we're going to get some very decent weather after quite a very nasty cloud burst of rain, which was only just a small and a short one, of course. Obviously I can't really tell. Somehow I don't know how much am going to spend because of all that mud. I've got mud covered right over my Wellingtons. Oh my god. It's just way beyond too much mud. Look at this. It's just ridiculous. It's not looking good. Well, wonder how am I going to beat the crap out of all that mud. And that's why I'm getting totally distracted. Man, there's just way beyond too much mud. I might have to find, just thick covers of grass, so I can just get the heck out of all of that mud around here. Yeah, there's just mud sticking right over into my Wellingtons. There's just far too much of it. Just too much of it, of course. Anyways, we've got the Ryanair 737. That's just straightforward, waiting for a certain takeoff verification. And it's still slouching by the looks of it. We've got 2 more aircraft, and don't know how much I could really say here. Oh wait, it's taking off. It's taking off. Yep, it's going, baby. It's pretty much going real fast. Yeah, obviously we've got more rain coming, but hopefully that's not going to make a big effect. Well, with the Ryanair 737 and the Hop Embraer 175. 2 of the smaller regional jet airliners. That there's a narrow-bodied airliner. Yeah, somehow I just don't know what to really say. This weather is just way beyond appalling. Not really one of the best. And feeling a little bit cold here. And I won't be doing any plane spotting next week, but I will be doing it by next week's Monday. So it won't be Saturday of next week, but this week's Saturday. But I'll be doing it next week's Monday to do plane spotting. And we've got a Jet2 737. Man, them planes are just coming out. They just keep on coming out here. It's far beyond way too many of them. It's quite ridiculous in so many levels. And it actually just proves to us all that the airport is straightforward still running again. And yes, I'm actually a very regular person who comes to the airport and films a lot of planes. Very much so. There's a lot of planes, man. My crikeys, this one's going. And we've got Jet 2 737 that's just straightforward. Tucked in the back. Straightforward like, you know. Oh. Here it goes. And now it's Hop's turn. Hop's turn to take off. If there's a plane landing, I'll just do a jump cut. Whoops, spoke too soon. I actually heard the sounds of planes. I thought there was one coming to land. Hopefully it's not some sort of weird air crash disaster. That's all I hoped for. And yet the Jet 2 is straightforward cornering towards the Air France Hop Embraer 175 type aircraft, and I've still got mud right over my Wellingtons. It's just bloody ridiculous. Just how wet it is. I'll have to try and find a way to get rid of all of that mud. It's completely and utterly crazy. Oh man. And off it goes. Off it goes. It's taking off straight to Paris. Paris, France. Jet 2 is moving. Oh, coming really nice and close. It's coming real close. It's getting into the runway. And actually, yes, because of the sunlight, I'll probably guess that the runway lights might be turned off. And so are these little yellow searchlights. They might be turned off as well too. And this one's about to wait for that other plane to just lift up to about, let's say about 30,000 feet. Maybe 35, 38,000 feet. I can't really tell. Only applies to like bigger aircraft. Maybe 25,000 feet for small aircraft. Might be 21, but I just can't really tell. I know that large aircraft can go up to about 40,000 feet. Yeah, that's my only gut feeling about it, of course. Yeah, it's quite a bit unfortunate that we haven't got that many planes landing here. Noticing that the bad weather has actually struck everything all. Maybe there might be a big swap up night. Why am I vlogging? I might as well just flip back to where I was. Okay, maybe I'm sort of thinking that after seeing this takeoff, there might be a direction change where the planes are going to come and take off right next to me, just like a couple of weeks ago. And after that, it might revert back to where it was. Oh, it's taking off. In fact, it might be quite special here. Noticing that somehow it's actually somehow a little bit special because we've got lots and lots of planes with different specific aircraft designs and stuff. That there, I believe, is a TUI 737, which... Yeah, that actually is a 737. And we're back into warm sunshine. How nice is that? Yep, lifting up to the sky. Goodbye, Jet 2 holidays. Yep, it's going. Fantastic sighting. This mud here is just way beyond very persistent. I mean, just seeing all that rain, I might try and take cover. I might go into some grassy areas so I can get rid of all that mud. Actually, what would be much better is I might use a big rock so that I can just use it as a ledge to scrape off all of that mud and dirt that are just sticking. I mean, look at that. And because of the wetness, it's just not wanting to go. It's just so ridiculous. I mean, trying to get rid of all that mud. How embarrassing is that to capture on camera? Ugh, God damn it. Right. I shall have to see what I can do. There's some more of it tucked in the back. Oh my God. This is beyond utterly crazy. All that mud just straightforward keep on adhesing like glue. This is just ridiculous. And we've got a Tui Boeing 737 that's just about to take off. And I just thought it was going to wait somehow. And the camera just keeps on blinding me crazy. Does not want to focus. What's up with cameras today and tablets? They just really don't like filming something which is relatively small. Right up in the background. I'm off to probably use my fingertip to fix everything up. It's about to take off. Lights are still on because we had rain, of course. Yeah, I really don't know how everything's all going to go wrong. But I heard next week's going to be nice and warm. That's all I can really hear. That's pretty nice to know. And let's go ahead and see that plane take off. Yep, very much so. In fact, I might actually use that scrape of grass to try and get rid of all of that nasty, persistent bit of mud. And thank God I didn't wear my trainers, because that's the thing. I'm just going to scrape off a lot of that old, parched up grass. Although I can start to realise there's a bit of dirt right here, which doesn't seem to help amongst those rocks and stones here. They don't somehow really work. Like, yeah, that's just far beyond too much. There's dirt right over in the car, and if I'm going to have dirt around the car, that's not very good. Man, what am I going to do? Well, that's the trouble with mud, you know. Always seems in a sticky situation. Yep, especially when I'm in very dangerous slopes. A lot of that going on here. Whew, very impossible to get out. How the heck am I going to get rid of all that mud? That's not very much helpful. That's very much hindering. Okay, straightforward. I'm in a very bad muddy situation. Yeah, it's straightforward, not working. And let's continue plane spotting, because we've got a Jet2 Holidays Airbus A321 about to take off. In fact, we're seeing more in the way of takeoffs versus landings, which is a little bit disappointing, I would say. And we've also got a Jet2 Boeing 737. Yeah, strangely enough, not many landings as far as I can really tell. Yeah, straightforward there isn't. Yep, I always seem to do a lot of plane spotting every weekend, of course. In fact, actually, by next month, I'm also going to upload more delayed videos on YouTube. But at the same time, I'm also going to reintroduce. I'm actually going to go back and basically reboot myself into recording new videos on YouTube like this. So we've got a Jet 2 Airbus A321, a Jet 2 Boeing 737, and we've also got some sort of weird private jet, which I believe is a Bombardier CRJ jet with the turbines on the back. Yep, that's basically a bit of air traffic. Oh my god, very nice. Isn't it? That's somehow very cool. Very nice to see. You know, if it's in the very long sort of state, then it always goes into the furthest part of the runway. Yep, just looked away from camera because I was just having a stake out whether there's more planes landing or not. And apparently we've also got a TUI Boeing 737 that's also joining in on the cards here. There you go. A321 is just taken off. And an instant. That's very fast. In fact, that's really, really fast than what I thought in the first place. Man, that is what I'd call a complete manic traffic. A manic panic traffic of airplanes and stuff. Right behind the digger, of course. Flannery digger. At least I didn't say anything bad. That was a Flannery digger. Oh, that's better. Pronounced it better. And the Jet 2 737 is straightforward taxiing really desperately. Just waiting for that other Jet 2 plane to just lift up to about a few thousand feet. Maybe more than that. Up it goes. Hopefully, I wonder if there's any more planes about to land. Let's just hope there's no air crash investigation type thingamajiggies that are happening at this airport right here. And we're back to dry weather. Thank goodness the sunshine is back again. I wonder how hot is it going to be today. Not so much. The private jet is literally following right behind. Maybe it could be a CRJ 9000. No, wait, 900 aircraft. It's got small turbines on the back, that thing. And, yeah, Boeing 737 from Jet 2, the Jet 2 from Boeing 737 is taken off. It's taken off really nicely. Yeah, of course, yes. The rain has straightforward departed real fast. Real fast, because I thought it was just slow moving, but very sharp at times. Okay, here we go. That plane is edging up towards the new end of the runway. For some reason, I thought that too was going to go towards the middle part of the taxiway, the middle taxiway, because it would have actually travelled on a much shorter, much more smaller destination. And we've also got another Jet 2. There's just so many takeoffs than landings. It's just so chronically ridiculous. I don't know why. Maybe because the airport isn't that popular. Or maybe it's because there's not that many people taking flights from abroad and landing back to here. Maybe it's because it's just like the new end of the summer holidays and they're just all safeguarding it, of course. Oh, it's taking off real fast, that thing. That private jet surely looks like it has left the building real fast. My God. That's somehow pretty fast. It's completely lifting the sky. And you know the reason why them two planes are straightforward halted is because of that private jet. Or maybe there could be another plane about to land. That's for sure. Maybe the best solution is I might use the other Wellington and just scrape this out. Although, look at that, they're just kissing at each other, the wellies. They're just showing, this is what I call a complete, great big trouble of mud. Okay, there's no other planes coming from, right behind, about to land. And the two Boeing 737s going first. And then we've got the Jet 2 Boeing 737 coming from the behind. Right, straightforward coming from the behind, and who knows, goddamn what knows, there could be another plane about to land. And there's not much going around here in the way of landing, it's more in the way of taking off. It seems like we're getting lots and lots of takeoffs right over in this video, straightforward, more abundant. Very strange. Looks like the 2E1's going straightforward first. Yeah, goodbye, good riddance to that one, hey? See you later, alligator. We're straightforward see you in another week's time. Couple of weeks' time, because I don't think I'll be able to record from here, of course. And actually, yeah, speaking of recording, I've actually been recording lots and lots of footage of planes taking off from the other side of Birmingham Airport from, I think it was on Wednesday of this week. But that will have to be a very delayed video, that's for sure. I've actually did it from like, I'd say 3 days ago. And off it goes. Yep, it's gone. Out and away. Or should I just say up, up and away? That would have made sense. Yeah. Who knows, there might be more takeoffs coming from here, I suppose. More takeoffs than landings. Maybe this airport is closed for landing. That's what I'm guessing. And it's about to take off. Yep, straightforward going uphill. You can still see it visibly, right over into the distance. Yes, after my dilemma of mud, it would have been a crying shame to get this video done. I just can't really tell. Actually, yes. The mud is just, it's just got nowhere to go. But on the bright side, we've got a plane coming to land. Finally, we've got landing on the cards. And I also saw a plane that was also going around. Maybe it was just already taken off. But I might be totally wrong. In fact, I'm going to track a little bit eastwards so that we can get a good side of what plane is it going to land. I think we're dealing with a 737. at the moment here. Very common, those aircrafts. In fact, I might move a bit closer. Oh, you can hear the tires. The tires are just squealing from behind, from landing, of course. And that was a TUI Boeing 737. Just beyond way too abundant to see a lot of TUI Boeing 737s. Again, it seems like that, as I've just inspected of plane landings and stuff. Oh, there's a cyclist. I can see another 737 right over here. Let me just go ahead and detect it. Yes, it's another Boeing 737. Good news, if it's Jet2 or TUI or Ryanair, that's the three main airliners that we often tend to see in this airport. It's just so ridiculous. But here it is, right over on your right, and now in your middle. It's coming real fast. You can definitely see the light emitting and emanating from that plane. Yep, coming real fast. Yep, it's a Boeing 737. Now I think we're dealing with Jet2. And there's another plane that's also coming to land. In fact, I'm seeing not one but two. In fact, there's a lot of planes that have just been going right around because of the severity of the weather we've just been seeing so far at this moment. Anyways, let me just zip my lip right now. I'm going to stand back. That was really fast, that landing. Oh, those tires squealing on the background. Whoa. It's coming real fast like mad. How awesome is that? We'll see if there's another plane coming right down real fast. Okay, it seems like we are dealing with an Airbus A320's aircraft. It might be an A321 because of Jet2, and presumably there might be one that sounds like a Boeing 777 plane. Who knows about that? Because it's got the General Electric 90s sort of engines on it. Fantastic that we've got a bit of landing activity. Usually there's about 3 planes, sometimes or occasionally about 4. About 2 to 3 planes that are just parading through landing space and stuff. About like 1,000 meters apart, I think. And here it comes. I'm going to straightforward go to the very east so that I can straightforward see the plane and view very nicely without getting mobbed and stuff by other visitors and stuff. Oh wait, that's a 737. Oh, again, I've been jinxed again. I thought it was an A320, but it's actually a 737. I don't like it wrong. Here it comes. Oh, different airliner. Woo! Whoa, yeah. Oh, that airliner was Sun Express. We don't often see that airliner around Birmingham that much. Rarely ever talk about different airliners, and rarely ever talk when planes come really close to landing. Woo! Man, that was pretty close. That was pretty close. And who knows, are we going to hear a bit of tire squealing? Who knows coming from land, and you can hear a bit of wind sounds. Whoa. Oh my goodness, the wind is hustling real fast. Can't really hear any tires squealing. Nah. But straight for one of the greatest days so far, as long as the rain is kept at bay. Who knows about that? There we go, one Jet2 plane, a straightforward landing. Nicely, of course, it's taxiing. There might be more planes straightforward takeoff. I don't know, that's my only gut feeling behind this. Somehow, and whether it's going to rain again, we might have to flee back. If that's a-okay. But at the moment, I think it is. Straightforward. As I can say this again, a-okay. Sun Express, that is I believe it's a subsidiary of Turkish Airlines. I might be totally wrong because it actually flies to Turkey. Believe me or not, it might be the cheaper alternative to Turkish Airlines. And I can hear the sound of a turboprop airline. That might indicate that there is a plane about to take off. Well, here we are. That's the plane I saw earlier on. It's an Aer Lingus ATR-72. Go for a bit of a close-up shot. Why the heck is my camera not doing very well? God damn it. I'm going to go track a little bit westwards. The wind is attacking my footage and the audio and stuff. Yeah, not that much in the way of visibility. It's quite poor because I'm at the background. Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah, not really one of the best. I tried, but that's all I can do. And that plane is straight for going to take off. I think this thing is going to take off real fast before there's going to be some sort of crash. Okay. Thank goodness that plane is just a meters away. I think when it comes to the landing in extreme weather events, when it's wet and rainy and stuff, especially windy, planes often travel at a much slower speed whenever it's quite windy and stuff. But usually when it comes to the landing, they always travel really, really fast and then apply the brakes. It's quite scary, but very much the risk to apply as such. Yeah. It's quite interesting. I've never noticed there's some spectators watching the plane, much better than the other people. But hey, you know, I don't really film other people and stuff like others do. Well, trying to be very careful as I put up online, and let's see what plane is this landing. Okay, I think we are dealing with an Airbus A320 plane this time. Obviously, this time we are dealing with a much more, in fact, we rarely ever see much more wide-body aircraft just landing in this airport. It's normally like just small domestic planes coming to land. Oh, I think it's the one that sounds like the 777. It's the Jet2 Airbus A321. It's coming. Maybe I can't really tell. It might be an Airbus A321neo. It might be the engines. Some people really speculated that in my previous videos, that plane would have been an Airbus A321neo because of the jet engines and stuff that sound a little bit different compared to your usual Airbus A321s. I might be totally wrong, but there are some people who can tell me about it. And we've got a Ryanair Boeing 737 that's also about to take off. And there's lots and lots of pigeon activity right over here. Beyond so much, of course. Yeah, obviously there's not much. Oh, I can see another plane landing. Thank goodness. I believe the majority of the flights so far today would have actually been, well, delayed so far. They would have actually been delayed because of the storms that we had so far earlier on, with all that wind and rain just attacking us. And look at that Ryanair. Is it going to a much further, sort of quicker destination, I guess? It looks like it. It's going for the middle taxiway because it's going on a much more shorter destination than any other flight. But yes, I might probably say it might probably take off just before the plane is about to land. It's quite somehow extraordinary seeing that. Very extraordinary. If I would have came here around Monday, then I would have seen a lot much more action and activity, because who knows, there'll be more planes coming around here. I should do more of this stuff somehow by the looks of it. And who knows, we might be seeing more landings than taking off so far in the midst of this video. It should be really fantastic. And off it goes, going really fast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we've got another plane landing. This time it shall be a 737. Obviously it should. Without straightforward giving the game away, I can see them wingtips. Yep, coming in real close. I'm gonna stand back. Pretty slow, hey? That was quite slow, but coming into land. I think I just tilted away from it. Wonder what's all that funny noise coming from the wind and stuff. Might be the plane, it might be the excavator diggers things. They're causing that strange noise and stuff. Also heard a bit of tire squeals and stuff. And we've also got another plane that's taking off. No way, it's landed. That's actually an Airbus A321 that's already landed. Might be totally wrong, but hey, it all depends. Now that 737 is actually going for a much quicker taxiway. Blimey. It actually looks like the A321 is straightforward taxiing. And same goes with that 737. I'm actually hearing signs of turboprops. Might indicate a sign that there could be a plane taking off. But hey, you know, things can potentially change. Some flights might be cancelled, others are straightforward most of the time, very valid. And we've got another plane that's also coming to land. My crikey, I just saw a cool Boeing 737 that was just straightforward taxiing. And it's very windy. My camera is being attacked by such very fearsome winds. In fact, very fierce winds. Again, another 737. Crikeys. It's the same over and over and over. In fact, I'm going to stand back again. Coming in real fast and close. Here it comes. Here it is. About to land. Ready to hear those tires squeal? With the wind attacking my camera. Oh yeah, I heard a bit of tire squealing right at the back from the plane. That is fantastic. Woo! That's really fantastic. I think I should probably leave this video here. What do you think, guys? Tell me about it. So hopefully I'm going to leave this video here. I shall see you on Monday, guys. And if you really enjoyed in this very wondrous video, a very dramatic one actually, because we had sunshine and showers. If you really enjoyed this video, please give this video a like, subscribe for more Flat videos in the future, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now. My crockies, the wind just made my camera zoom in. God damn it. The only thing I can really definitely tell is that all flights might have been disrupted and impacted by Storm Lillian. That's what I heard about in the weather news reports and stuff. Might do a weather forecast about it. I'm actually just kidding. Strangely enough, I thought I was going to leave the whole video, but apparently we've actually got some sort of Airbus A321 from Jet2 that's about to take off, and somebody has detected a very distant landing plane that might be coming real fast. Might have to climb up through the rocks here. And strangely enough, before I should show things very nicely and neatly and closely, look what the rain has produced. Little tiny ponds of such, you know, like little puddles, so that birds can drink here. That's nice. Maybe little insects can come in and lay their eggs and stuff to provide food for the birds. And not just birds, we have these birds here. Big metal birds. That's what they're called. I'm just gonna go a little bit close. I'm standing in like stepping stones. How foolish was that? And the 737 from TUI. Again, there's a lot of that takeoff montage. Aren't these planes like the same aircraft that we just saw? You know, I'm actually quite curious. I somehow start to think that, you know, they're basically the same planes as what we've seen before, you know, during landing and such. My crikeys, I feel like we've seen so much of that, both TUI and the 737s. It's just ridiculous. And yep, we've got a plane landing that's right straight on the cards here. I think them two are going to straightforward hold. Whoa, coming real down. Got a funny feeling there might be more planes coming in. Real fast of such. And despite the fact that it's so windy today, there's been no crosswind landings. That's the nice part about it. There's nothing like that, of course. Okay, it looks like we've got, I think it's an A320's plane. It's coming real fast. That's very rare. Turkish Airlines. That's amazing. And it's got like green colours on the back. I thought it was Aer Lingus so far. But no, that is Turkish Airlines. How amazing is that? Flying all the way from Istanbul. Beautiful to see. That was a Turkish Airlines Airbus A320s. Airbus A321 type plane. That was awesome. Did not see that coming. That was very interesting. You know, I actually seem to prefer Emirates than Turkish Airlines. The same thing with Qatar. Maybe Saudi Arabia might be quite nice. And there's a toddler boy thing talking on the background. I might have to probably evacuate because of the fact that there are kids in this video. And if there are, well, maybe I need to be very careful about setting up videos which are made for kids and not for kids. That's the dangers of YouTube these days, isn't it? And of course, yes, the Jet2 Airbus A321 is taxiing real fast. And then we've also got the TUI Boeing 737. It's straightforward waiting. That Turkish Airlines plane actually looks like it's got a special livery on the back of the plane, which is really, really nice to see on the background. Yeah, I actually didn't know that the plane was a Turkish Airlines A320 one plane. It would have actually been much more interesting to see if there was a Turkish Airlines Airbus A330. And the wind is attacking straight through my camera again. It's blustering through my audio. That's not very nice to hear. That's too much. Yeah, it's gonna very much hamper the performance of my tablet for sure. Very much of such, obviously. Don't know how much I could really say. Got little kids but over here. Bit difficult to contribute on making videos like that. Again, an EasyJet A320's plane. I saw that plane landing earlier on that wet day, and now it's taxiing, ready for takeoff. Who knows, there might be more planes. Oh, we've got a private jet landing. It's coming in real fast. That's why them two planes are straightforward halting. Oh, we've got a private jet that's about to land. Wonder what type of aircraft this is. Probably one from Cessna. And we've also got a 737 that's also taxiing. In fact, there's so many taxiings and taking offs straight forward across this airport. There's just way beyond too many of them. Look at that. There's just so many of them. Far beyond way too many of them. And we've got two Boeing 737s. They're just straightforward taxiing. And we've got one A320. It could be an A319, but I might be totally wrong. Them shorter versions of the A320s. And here's the Turkish plane that's actually straightforward on the back. Nice to see. It's a bit of eye candy when you see flag carriers like that. It's pretty amazing with Turkish Airlines somehow. And yeah, it looks like we've got two Boeing 737s. No, wait. Yes, there are two Boeing 737s and one A321 or A320. Yep, the A321's from Turkish Airlines and the A320's from EasyJet. Okay, I wouldn't confuse all of the aircrafts and all that stuff. Yeah, there's my only criticism here. I really don't like the new EasyJet livery. I actually preferred it when they've got that big orange logo poking out instead of that small logo with the orange band. It looks quite ugly to me though, in terms of the way it's been detailed. I prefer that bland, blank white detailing that they use earlier on, I guess. And there's Jet 2, and there's EasyJet. It looks like 2 is about to take off real fast and real soon, while the wind is attacking my camera. Here's a much closer up look of this aircraft. In fact, all three of the aircrafts. That's somehow fantastic. Yep, this one's going. I didn't really expect that much aircraft to just take off. The wind is attacking me. Very much so, and the wind is straightforward attacking me. Yeah, I can't actually really tell that there's two aircrafts here. Strange enough, we've got two of them here, but the one from Jet 2 is coming next. There might be another plane that might actually be coming in to land or to take off. Yeah, it's just beyond too much, as I can really somehow think of myself. I don't know what I'm looking at, but maybe they are repeats of what I've seen before. And I don't know why it's halting. Maybe there's a plane. Oh, I just suspect that there's a plane landing, that's why. Oh, it looks like we've got a Cessna double turboprop plane coming in real fast. was quite interesting. Come in. And there's actually 2 more planes that might be ready to take off or not. And it looks like this one's going to the hangars. Okay. Whether it's ready to proceed or not, there might be more landing coming in, or I don't know. Just very risky to tell. Okay, looks like we've got certain verification from air traffic control. This one's about to take off, followed by the A320, and it's about 4 o'clock, so we've got plenty of time. And it looks like this one's also taxiing somehow. This is really fantastic. Who knows, I might probably sum up the video with them 2 planes taking right off. Obviously, them 2 planes are going on a slightly longer domestic flight. That's why. And the wind is straightforward attacking my camera again. God damn it, I believe it's Storm Lillian. That's doing a little bit of disharmony right over into my footage. And the plane is straightforward taking off. The 737 is about to depart really, really fast. Yep, the camera is straightforward being whipped around by the wind. That game dyslexic. Whipped around by the wind, of course. Better accent, right? And oh my god, that wind is attacking really, really madly. Right over my footage, that's not really great to hear. God damn it. And the A320 from EasyJet, slightly moving. It's coming in real close. With the wind attacking straight forward at my camera again, it's quite breezy. In fact, it's very, very breezy. I can't really tell if they're like 35 miles per hour wind speeds, maybe about 19 or 20. In fact, it would probably blow my audio away. In fact, blow my camera as well too. In fact, it feels like the middle of autumn. Or the beginning of autumn, as obvious as this sounds. Oh god, I would hate to talk about seasonal changes and stuff. It's getting pretty volatile outside of the wind. It's not really good to hear. And yes, I can definitely tell you straightforward that as we come nearly close, I'm going to climb uphill. Whoa, I nearly slipped over and stuff. Oh, I just nearly died while making this video. Oh my god. Strangely enough, I nearly injured myself and fell down. And it's straightforward again. Yeah, the wind is still attacking my camera. Oh, I don't know what to really say, man. Got nothing else to say, but other than the fact that the wind is taking over my video. TUI 737 that's also coming in. Oh no, I don't know how many planes do I have to really contend on making videos like that. It's just beyond ridiculous. It's too many planes taking off and landing and stuff somehow. Far too much. So with that 737 taxiing, I might probably finish off the video here. I might probably come back around Monday. If you really enjoyed this very straightforward long video on YouTube, please give this video a like, with the weather being absolutely dramatic today. Subscribe for more videos in the future, and I'm off to go ahead and buy some bird food and some bird feeders from Poundland, so why the heck not? Thanks so much for watching as always, and bye for now. Oh, we've got 737 coming in really fast.